Welcome.
Attention, please.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to the No Comfort Zone podcast. It's time to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose. Broadcasting to the world from Rockford, Illinois. This is your wake-up call.
Warning.
You are the solutions to all your problems. Stop thinking average. Become the hero version of yourself. Every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. It all matters. You've entered the No Comfort Zone. It's time for a reality check.
I don't know who said it, but the size of your problem that you solve is equivalent to the level of success that you'll achieve. I might have been the person that said that for all I know. I said a lot of crazy things in my past, but I'm thinking about that now because I look at the amount of problems that I'm dealing with from a work-related area. And personally, I don't have very many problems going on at all. I'm healthy. I'm happy. My relationships are good. But when it comes to business, when it comes to my actual business that I do, and when it comes to my personal business, there's two areas in my life that I'm struggling with quite a bit. Big problems I'm dealing with on a continual and regular basis. Major fatigue now because the problems have been going on for a long time. But there's some pretty cool things that are happening too. And I discovered this because I reflect way too much, and I don't encourage you to do it. But what that No Comfort Zone challenge taught me was to take a moment to reflect and check in often to know where I'm at, so I know where I'm going, basically. And there's some problems that I'm dealing with that are just, they're big. They're big problems. They're not life-threatening, but they are big problems. And if I don't fix these problems, it's not going to do very well for the business that I'm in. So I wake up and, you know, it's that time period where, so my intention is to get up at 4:55 every morning. I'm not perfect at it, ladies and gentlemen. I make an attempt. I'm not perfect at this at all. I'm coaching myself, and my motivation is actually you. I want to be congruent, and I want to let you know that, you know, I want to help that person who wants to change. I want to help them change and become the better version of themselves. And myself, I don't want to be that fraud or that hypocrite by telling you to get up at 4:55 every morning, and then I'm the guy sleeping until 8 or 9, and I'm living this life telling you that all these things are great and easy. They're not. Life's life. Life's a very difficult place, and the reason why I do this No Comfort Zone thing is so I can handle life. So my point being is I've got some problems I'm dealing with right now, and these problems, just to be very, very sincere, some people might look at it and go, those are easy problems. I would love to have those problems. And likewise, I might look at your problems and go, I wish I had those problems. But here's the part that a lot of people miss, and I miss it almost daily. I was so overcome in the morning when I woke up at like 4, waiting to get up at 4:55. For 40 minutes, I sat in my head thinking about, oh my God, the problems and the outcomes and how bad this is and how terrible everything's going to be. In a dark room, you know, laying down, just nothing but thoughts in my head about the problems. I was told a long time ago that motion creates emotion. And if the emotion that I'm having right now is depressed and negativity and overwhelm and anxiety, if that's really what's happening, then I should have gotten up and I should have got on the treadmill. I should have gone start exercising a lot sooner. That would have been a really good No Comfort Zone moment. But I didn't do that. I stayed in the comfort of being worried and frustration and anger and all these things that are happening. And there's not a damn thing I can do about it because it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I have to wait till the workday opens. But how I approach my problem and how I focus on my problem, that I can control. And wouldn't you believe it, that when I addressed the problem, the fear of the problem, it went away. And I hope you can understand that. For example, facing my ex-wife in divorce court, I didn't want to do it, so I didn't show up. The fear was amazing, but when I finally conquered it and showed up and realized that, you know what, the relationship's over, the next thing's going to happen, however the next thing's going to happen, I can't control too much at this point. Next, the problem went away. Knowing that you're going to have to pay this bill or repay this money back or deal with the IRS, as long as you're dealing with it, nothing bad's really going to happen. And for the greater part of my life, I just didn't deal with problems. I just slept through them. I just let them stay in my head. But I'm here to tell you that you need to get out, deal with those problems, throw some motion into it. And that's why I'm so big on exercise in the first morning and how you start your day, because that sets the emotion for the rest of the day. And having the right emotion can have you have an outcome where it's going to be a proactive outcome or a reactive outcome. And I'll tell you what, proactive is way better than reactive. So think this through the next time that you have a problem. You want to become aware that you've got a problem. Hey, I'm dealing with this situation. Identify what it is, the outcome that you want to be. Decide what you're going to do, and then do it now. Do it absolutely right now. Take action now. And watch what happens. You'll have a better quality of life. And that's why I'm doing this podcast. That's why I talk to people all the time, is to have a better life, to have some calm, have some resolve, have some fun in your life again without worrying about all these huge and massive problems. And quite frankly, they're not that huge. They're not that massive. And guess what? At the end of this, when you decide to handle those problems, you will determine the level of success that you're going to be at by just addressing these problems. So get excited about when there's a problem. Do the next right thing. Handle the problem. Take care of the issue. Become a better version of yourself and wait for the next thing to happen. Because as you keep growing that problem-solving muscle, that critical thinking muscle, the universe will throw more problems and bigger problems and more complex problems your way. And when you start handling these problems more of like a habit or a behavior, then you're going to gather that momentum. And it's one of the last things I talk about in the blueprint. Now you're in the momentum cycle. The universe throws things at you and you're dealing with it. You're in the real zone you want to be at, and that's the success zone. That's where life becomes magical. And that's where I want to take everybody that I possibly can by putting them through the no comfort zone. And do me a favor, hit me up. Go to iTunes or Spotify, wherever you consume your podcast. Like, rate, review, and share. Help me out. I'm looking for as much help as I can get to spread this. It's growing. More countries are. Philippines. Bolivia was like last week. Now the Philippines. Canada's starting to get bigger and bigger. France, thank you very much for joining. It's getting big, and I really appreciate it. I'll be honest, I'm a little tired today. It's been a long 3 days. 3 12-hour days, and plus the work that I do at home. I'm a little tired. So I wanted to put this out there and let you know that I do believe in you. I do care about you. I know that you can change. And if you're having a hard time, it's never too late to start the day over. Go after those problems with gusto and see what happens when you get outside of your comfort zone and live on purpose.
Say goodbye.
Want more of the No Comfort Zone? You can follow Dan on Instagram and Twitter at NoComfortZone1.
Bye.
Or on the web at thenocomfortzone.com.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the No Comfort Zone podcast.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.